Okay, so now we're going to take a look at how to remove your large format film from the dark slide, okay, or the dark slide film holder. And we're going to attach it to this guy here, okay. This is called the large format film jig, okay. And you should find these sitting on the grey shelves in the processing room. This holds 6 sheets of large format film at any one time, okay. Now it's quite a difficult piece of kit to master, okay. It looks pretty simple, but it's very, very easy to load the film, especially if you're processing multiple sheets. So let's say I'm processing 6 sheets here. It's 3 on one side, 3 on the other, okay. It's very, very easy to misalign the sheets in the holder, which means that the edges will be touching, and when the edges of the films touch, it doesn't process properly, okay. You're just going to be left with a film or a chemistry mark on the film. So my advice is, when you're doing this, start off with processing 1 sheet. When you're happy with that, build it up to 2. When you're happy there, build it up to 3, and so on and so forth, okay. Slowly does it with large format. So here we've got our film holder, okay. You can see that the black sides of the slides are on the outside, so we know that we've got exposed film here, okay. So you can see the black side there. And to remove the film from the dark side, I first need to just take the pin out of position, move the slide back, and then bring the lock away. And you can see here, there's a sort of semicircle there. I can use that to get my finger in underneath the film, pull it back, and then again, because you're using the entire sheet here to make your negative, it's very important that you don't touch the surface of the film here, okay, particularly on that side, okay, that's the emulsion side. So what you need to do to attach it to the jig here is just slightly bend the film and sit it into the jig just like that. Now the first one is pretty straightforward because it just goes all the way in. So you can see there along that edge, it's just sitting on the inside. It's also sitting in the same position at the bottom. And if we bring it over to the other side, you can see there again, it's sitting on the inside, sitting on the inside, okay? So that's nice and flat, that's nice and straight inside the jig, okay? So again, we're going to come back then to, so again, what you can do at this point is take that slide all the way out and then put it in so that the white side's facing out, okay? Okay, so now we've got our second sheet of film here on the other side. So again, I'm just going to take the dark side, pull the dark side back, bring the lock forward, and then with the tip of my finger there, just get in underneath the film and slide it out of the dark side. Okay, so I can just put the dark side away there. So again, you've got your film here, emulsion side is facing, and I'm just holding the film there with the edges of my fingers, okay? Now I could go to the fresh side of the jig and attach the film there, and again, just push it right to the inside and everything would be fine. That would be 2 sheets of film loaded, but I'm just going to show you how to load it on a side where you already have a piece of film. So when you're doing that, you can hold the jig with one hand, the film with the other, and then just bring it in and just check it. So so you can see here, okay, this is what happens when you don't line it up properly, okay. Film is touching there, so that's going to damage, that's going to ruin your exposure. So make sure, so take it back out, or just check that, you just have to use the tips of your fingers here just to make sure that you have one slide holder remaining there, one there, okay. And as long as you can feel that space, you can also check just by running your finger along the edge of the film there, see that the gap is maintained, okay. So I'm happy with that, and then you know that the film isn't touching, okay. So that's what it looks like there on the edge when the film isn't touching, okay. So it's really worth just spending that extra minute just making sure that the film isn't touching, and then you should get your exposures, all right.